Welcome back, everybody. This is Brothermutant here. Today we're going to continue our quest with Eldritch and a ragtag team of subcasters. Let's see, we were just finished with Troll Trouble. We returned the whip, I believe. And I think we were looking for the kid. Does that sound right? I don't know if we're going to be able to get that kid back. He's in a very, very nasty place. He went to... Well, here, let's look at the journal. The journal will tell me. It's a specific Candlemere Lake. I want to say Candlemere. Sounds right. It's the one with all the electrical floating skull bastards. Really mean area. Definitely don't want to be there if you don't have to be there. Let's take a look at our journal, see what else we might be able to do. In the meanwhile, we need to get mushrooms from the mud bowl, swamp bouquets. We need to pick up those things. We got loyal servants, annexation, ancient curse. Got plenty of time for that. You get our stats up. Secondary stat of your barony, we need to work on that too. Sorrow flow, we need to do that. Okay, that's something that we need to probably get done. Lost child, that's all we're talking about. Candlemere Lake, yeah, I was right. Okay. Coins for the dead man's eyes, we still need to do that. That's a tough fight. Let's see if quick pause. Let's take a look at our characters to see how we're doing here. We got 7. No, you are 7. Okay, feel pretty good about that. How about you? You're a 6, a 6, a 6, and a 5. That's our team. Now again, Jaethel doesn't have to come with us. I may take Val. She is pretty tanky right now, and I'd rather have someone up front that can take a beating. You know what? No, screw that. We're taking the dream team. Screw that. As much as I'd love to cherry pick stuff, we're not going to do that. We are going to specifically take the subcasters that we said we would take. I'll put them in order, of course, once we're there. But the only one that's a full caster, or should be, will be Bookworm. And she's actually doing pretty good for herself right now. Anyway, she's rocking level 5 Wizard, which means, Scroll Savant specifically, which means she gets to cast Fireball spells. So with that, Stinking Cloud, Delay Poison, hopefully we have that ability on our team. In fact, I think I do. I think either Lindsay has that, Jaethel, or the Inquisitor. Let's actually take a quick gander at spell books. She doesn't. Linz. Delay Poison. Ah, love you. It's not for everybody, but he has the ability to... matter of fact, we might want to take off one of them blurs and put in a Delay Poison specifically for this reason. Eventually, he'll become immune to poisons. Is that? No, he's not. Sorry, that's for an alchemist, pure alchemist, or vivisectionist, or the chirurgeon, or whatever the hell they call those guys. He's a grenadier, and as such, the grenadiers lose out on full resistance to poison. They get a steady increase still, but not as much as everybody else, and they don't get immunity. Let's go... well, let's go explore. It feels like an exploring day. We clearly have Old Mesa, and I'm fairly certain we have stuff along this path. We just haven't seen it yet. Is there anything up here that we still needed to do? Sorrow Flow. And, oh, we got the bridge over the Gundren River. Okay, Mud Bowls over here. Lizard Folk Village. I don't know why we even have a village. The Hobag Lair. That thing's going to be a rough fight, though. Huge flesh-eating lizard. This might be the quest for, what's her name, Amiri, but I don't think so. I think they've added it where now if you literally need to take someone there, it specifically says you have to go there with that person. Like, it gives you a heads up, which is nice because then you don't have to waste your time traveling back and forth and going, oh, hell, I forgot to bring that person. Hey there. And I, of course, not put everyone in the order that they need to be in. This sucks. Alright.
Enemy approaching.
Oh, this is just fodder fight. Okay, fine. You buff yourself up with the normal stuff.
Onward.
You come over here, Jaethel. Bomb Boy.
This should
help
do
Jaethel out. And you guys
Make yourself open.
You guys know what you're doing. Do your thing. Let's give a chance to put everybody where they need to be. And get a little loot besides. Yay, loot. Okay. Come on back down here. Alright, who's in front? I definitely want it to be Tank Boy. And then I can be on the side. In the middle, I need to have not you, I need you. Like that. That's good. That way, Bookworm, who's the weakest probably of everybody here, can be okay. Let's do a quick once over, make sure everybody's got gear. I'm not doing something stupid, like wandering people through like butt ass naked. She's doing all right. Is that a... Oh, no, see, here we go. Lindsay is not even using anything. Here, Lindsay. It's not the best, but it's something for now. Okay. I forgot to upgrade her. Matter of fact, before we leave, does anyone else have something they can pass on? I don't think she can use longbows. Yeah, you know what, Jaethel, you're never going to use that crap. Here we go, Liz. That's better. Okay. Quick save that mess. Yay. Okay. Yeah, I was supposed to switch her off with someone else's weapons, probably Jubilost. I think he has a pretty decent crossbow. But I forgot to. Oopsie doodles. That's what you get for having too big of a team. Okay, before we get into this mess, let's do a quick save. And what are you guys building in here? Okay. Feel good about that. Old Mesa. Old Mesa. What's the Old Mesa? I did this the other day. This is one of the ones that you guys haven't seen yet, but I have. I'm just trying to remember what the hell it was. It's definitely a fight. As such, we're going to treat it as such. So let's actually buff up. He is up front. Let's get his delay poison there. Blur needs to go there. Anything else that I'm missing from his list? I'm going to put targeted bomb and mixture there because I believe it's more of a buff for an attack. So I'm okay with that. Of course, he has his bombs. He has his own dark skin. Fusion, he's allowed to cast his stuff on everything else, which makes him extremely valuable. And he can buff himself this way because he can't use a shield. He's the Jaethel. Buff up Lindsay. Nice dexterity up.
Let us bide our time.
It's probably not the best call since he's a strength-based character right now. Whatevs. I'm going to assume that whatever is going to die in my hands here is going to be susceptible to fire. Give myself an image up. Land's
Just
love.
letting the ink dry.
Why don't you delay poison on me?
Yes.
I don't think Jaethel needs it, by the way.
Yes.
We shall see. Because I'm fairly certain that she's being undead that she is. She
Let
doesn't
us
have to
not
worry about
hesitate.
that mess. I'm going to do reduce person on myself here. Take a minute long buff for my weapon. Displacement can go on Jaethel.
Let us bide our time.
She can give who? Him? Protection from arrows. Alright. That's more than what we should need for this. See bodies. See greater werewolf. Yes. Okay. Let's hit that.
Our
Madam.
time has come.
Some auto hit moves would be nice. You know what though, before that, why don't you do that?
We will be victorious.
Solid plan.
Everybody dogpile. Either Jaethel's saving like a champ or she's straight up immune to this.
Let us be careful.
I'm telling you, man, Stinking Cloud. I actually like it now better than I like Fireball. That's a little messed up. Oh, nope, there she goes. Oh no, that's Tilda.
The path is clear.
Come on, guys.
I know what to do.
Anything is possible.
You too, Vince.
I am
I wrote
prepared.
it like I saw it. What troubles you?
No mistakes.
Loot his body, will you? Thank you. Alright, what we got? Come on with this. Thank you.
I'll go ahead.
Okay, now I believe there was some other treasure in the area. For instance, a bow. No. I swear I had something better in here. Let's scout the area real quick before we bounce. Not that we can't come back, but I hate missing out on treasure when I could just grab it if I was just more diligent. Alright. We're plowing down this way. Again, this way. Ooh, we can't go that way. Okay. Thought we couldn't go through the rocks. Interesting.
The path is clear.
Well, it's kind of a lackluster fight. You get a breastplate +1 out of it, though. Let's actually stop real quick and check that out. Make sure it's not someone that could be wearing some better armor for themselves. Let's see. She's rocking way better breastplate than that. Okay. That's fine. He's got his Woodland's Aegis and can't use it anyway. Jathel, on the other hand, has got a better breastplate. Lindsay can't use it. She can't use it. And Matilda Shorthorn can't use any. So that's for someone back home or sell material. Not bad. Alright. We'll see. What can we do from here? And ponder. What are we going to do, class? I know we need to get up to Sorrowflow, so maybe we should cut across the path. Oh no, that's why I go here. And I know there's stuff along here as well. For instance, you have something in our kingdom. Letter for the ruler. That's me, to the throne room. Okay, I'm going to go back home for this then. Alright. That's okay. We're working that way anyway, and everybody's getting tired, so... Or I am. I wonder why I was tired before everybody else. It seems weird. Throne room. Main square first. I'm going to sell. I want to sell and I want to rest. And I say that because, again, with me being fatigued, I don't know what that's going to do for this letter I'm about to see. For all I know, it's poison. Although I don't think fatigue really affects me in that way. Strength index, right? Yeah, so it shouldn't be an issue. But still, better safe than sorry. We'll come up here, sell off some garbage. And we'll even check first to see if anyone needs that breastplate +1. Okay. He's doing good. In fact, he's doing better than good. He's getting a 4 out of that 6 dexterity, not bad. He can't use it, and he's using the Bombardier's Vest, wants to keep it. Hiram's fine, she's fine. He can't use it. She is fine. He can't use it yet. She can't use it at all. Okay, then I'm selling it. Juke. Okay. Did I ever grab... Aha, no I did not. I need to grab rations. Okay. I knew there was something else I needed before I left town. Alright, let's do some of this. I'm going to take, what, 8? So a full 9. That's a day and a half worth of rations. So I don't have to worry about my people being stupid and not being able to scavenge for food. That at least covers me for a full day. If everyone's rested like they should be, then everybody should be good for several hours of running around. Quick save on this. Going right to the kingdom, which means something's going to happen. Your Grace, today a letter from Brevoy was delivered to the castle. It was written by Fredero Sinet, a paladin from the Order of the Eternal Rose. It appears that Sir Sinet is claiming right to one of your companions. Excuse me? Who was brought up in his custody. Well, I'll leave it to you to handle this delicate matter. Letter from Fredero Sinet. How's that shit? Shellen's chosen. Okay. Shield letter is Valerie. Okay, a message from Fredero Sinet was delivered to us. The Paladin of Shellen insists that the Baroness frees Valerie from any responsibilities and allows her to return the service of Shellen. I wonder what Valerie thinks of this. Oh, son of a bitch. Valerie quest. Okay, order. Let's read the letter. The expensive monogram paper has a faint tangy smell. The lines in steady, delicate handwriting are decorated by whimsical curves. My dear Baroness Eldritch, I write these words with a heavy heart. The reason I take up my quill today will most likely upset you. Quite recently I heard rumor that a lost soul, once blessed with the mercy of my goddess, has found shelter in your service. I'm speaking of the daughter of one of the most worthy and generous patrons of the Order of the Eternal Rose, who once made the mistake of leaving our ranks. I am deeply convinced that now is the time for her to return to the path destined her by divine will. I am now traveling to the west to the place that's been chosen for the new Temple of Shellen. They'll be occupied by one of the young congregations of our church. I deemed it necessary to diverge slightly from our path with but one purpose, to arrive in your lands and collect Valerie. May this journey be a cleansing pilgrimage for Shellen's chosen, whose judgment was clouded by the impulsiveness of youth. I request that you free Valerie of her vows of service to you, for fate has destined her to serve one who is above us all. Direct the girl to the trading post that's on the border between your barony and Brevoy. There I'll be expecting her with my comrades. I pray for your wisdom and mercy, with deep respect and regards for Darrow Sinet. People ain't property, bro. She can do what she wants. You're not the boss of her. Alright, let's check our kingdom real quick first before we go talk to Valerie. There's success, of course, for that. Several days. Nah, not a surprise. Project-wise, we're kind of screwed. 6 days. And we can't do anything else because everybody's invested in something. That's why we need to start expanding our advisors. We're going to do that here before too long. That's going to be the beginning of next month. We got to get somebody ranked up. The more you rank them up, if I remember correctly, the faster you get. Sure, I don't want to drop back off. The faster you get them to. What do I want to say? Offering another post for another advisor. So we definitely need to get on that. Okay, alright, Val, so she needs to be talked to, showed the letter, which means we need to take it to Main Square. That is, so she's right outside the castle, or the, whatever our castle is, I guess. Is it a castle? I don't think it's a castle yet. Our town, our main hub. Oh, I did this the other day, that's right. Okay, so this is the one where we have to go to Oblanks. Valerie nods to you cordially. Glad to see you. Give Frederic's letter to Valerie. Valerie, I've received a letter from Frederic Sinet. He says I'm to free you from service and return you to Shellen. Valerie looks at you and blinking, and you see her eyes darken with an anger she can barely contain. Really? May I take a look at this letter? Lost the letter. Is that so? I see. Valerie takes a deep breath. My apologies, Eldritch. I seem to have become the reason for this message and highly inappropriate demands it contains. I know this person. Frederic Sinet is one of the mentors in the Order of the Eternal Rose, a true paladin of Shellen. One of those who insist they are right till the very end. He kept saying louder than anyone that Shellen herself predetermined my fate, even when I was packing my things before I left. Looks like he never came to terms with me leaving, since he found me even here. But the nerve, the mistake of leaving our ranks, return to the path destined her by divine will. Since when does Frederic fancy himself the personal harbinger of his precious Shellen? Valerie, her face scarlet red, doesn't seem to notice the letter crumpling in her hand. Enough. We must put an end to this. If the paladins and the Order of the Eternal Rose require another refusal, they shall get it. I'm going to the trading post with you to meet Frederic. I serve you. It's as simple as that. In my decision, and I'm not going to change it just because someone from my past thinks otherwise. It's time to visit old lady Svetlana. Valerie smiles faintly and nods. Got a little XP for that too. Sweet. Peace. Alright.
I'll go ahead.
I'll give us something to do. Peace. So, where's our map of madness? We're going this way, Val. Come on. So now I do have to kick someone off the team. I guess it will be Jaethel. I hate to say it, but she's the only one that I probably don't really need. No. Except Derini. Okay. This should be interesting. Last time I did this, I did try to get a sporting chance at kicking this dude's ass, because he really is a prick. But sadly, it was to no avail. We will try our best, which means pre-buffing Valerie up before we start talking to the doofus, but there's no guarantee. I think if you really pushed it... Oh, come on with this. Really? Another thing? Aha, see, this is what I'm talking about, right? So problem just showed up. Look where it needs to be done. Just before the 1st of next month, we have to have somebody on this, and the only people that can be on this are these 3 guys. They're all currently busy. I think I made sure that one of these, I think Harem, would be done before the 30th, which means that we'll be able to put him on the River Maiden problem. You want to always solve problems, if at all possible. Opportunities are great, but you can't get them all. But if you can work on all the problems, then you're less likely to have issues with your kingdom. Ooh, and hey, a waterlogged lowland. We definitely want to check that out on the way back. Having a higher perception allows you to unlock all kinds of stuff on the map you didn't see before. Oh, and that reminds me, we are missing a piece of a puzzle. It's not here, it's in our chest. I think I can show it to you inside Oleg, so. But I believe it's over here somewhere, and that's the last piece for another story. That story gives us more money and a way big boost of XP, as well as a kick-ass story to tell. So, we're going to go inside here. Notice that everybody's tired, with the exception of Val. That don't mean you can just walk in and just talk to the guy. There's nothing wrong with that, because, you know, she's not at a penalty. But the downside then is and everyone else is.
I tire.
I feel
Right.
tired.
And they whiny. So if you just press R, they'll let you go right to rest. You go back into the Oleg's base. This is, by the way, the items I'm referring to. Literally, if you can get those items, all 5 of them, and we're missing a broken staff, if I remember correctly. These are things that Bakken's going to need before too long. But if you get all 5 of those items, which includes that broken staff, then you have a pretty good shot at the Lord Keeper telling you a story.
The path
Oh,
is
sorry, I just wanted to see if there's the potential to respec here. It doesn't appear to be so. Is there anything that I need from you, Oleg? I don't think so. But there was a chance. How are things going in the trading post? Oleg scratches his head. We're doing all right, I'd say. I could even say we're doing pretty well, thanks to the wise decisions and protection of your grace. You know, you had me worried for a moment back in the capital. I almost thought you were going to double our taxes, make a beggar of me. Yeah, I thought so too. Bakken, you got anything cool to say? No. You got anything worth buying right now, bro? Ooh, want a snowball. Snowbally wand. And those are cheap. Remember, he gives you the discount. So if you're ever going to buy anything, you should really consider getting it for Oleg. Matter of fact, I might want to grab a lesser restoration. Yeah, that gives me 2 of them. And we're doing good for other stuff. Bark scan and whatnot. Oh, hey, he's got those things. Hey, I need those. Let's see, I had one, didn't I? Yes, I have a Gloomberry, and I think we needed 3 of everything. So, let's do this, and that'll be the quest for what's-her-face. And I don't have to go hunting for that shit now. What? Love you, buddy. Quick save on that mess. Alright, now here is Doof Boy. And he won't engage until I think you talk to him, so it gives you the chance to literally get over here and
Ready for anything.
buff the bejesus out of Val. Not that you win the fight or anything, but it never hurts to try. I'm going to get the blur on her as well. Bark skin for you, kiddo. I can't buff you in any way, can I?
I need
I want
to
to get my ring
concentrate.
array. Ah, shit.
Becoming
No, plus ring is
distracted
missing.
leads to
And
becoming
Lindsay was called
dismembered.
forth.
Heroism, on the other hand.
I saw there.
And I don't know if he's going to try to fear her or not, but we'll give it a go.
I stand ready.
Ooh, there we go, displacement. We will totally take displacement.
Nam, air, orma,
And not that he's going to shoot at her, but let's see.
wash, an.
I always did what was right. Therefore, I became righteous. Does it mean whatever I do now becomes right because I am righteous?
No, that's not how that works. Fredero Snet, a middle-aged man in polished, shining armor, turns to you. His beard and hair are impeccably styled, and an expression of reserved politeness sits frozen on his face, as his piercing gray eyes watch everything attentively. Baroness Eldritch, what an honor to meet you in person. I am Fredero Snet, a paladin of the most illustrious Shellan from the Eternal Rose Order. Federa looks at Valerie. There you are, Valerie. How many years has it been since we saw each other? I'm so happy that the years haven't erased the divine bliss written upon your radiant face. Valerie nods to send it coldly. Greetings. I'm glad to see you in good health, Federa. Tell me, Federa, why are you here? Federa looks right at you. As I mentioned in my letter, my goal is to return Valerie to Shellen's grace. Several years ago, a terrible mistake was made. She, whose fate was determined before she was born, decided to resist her calling. I would appeal to Valerie's mind and remind her of her duty. You speak as though I'm incapable of understanding where my duties lie. You have given me much cause for doubt. You are from the Eternal Rose Order, right? Exactly. I once guarded works that showed Shellen's blessings. Works of art, beauty, and love. But that's a path for young and energetic paladins and priests. Now I've become a mentor in the Order. Many servants of Shellen now guard her creations were brought up by me, and I'm sure Valerie would have surmised them all had she not left our ranks. You knew Valerie as a girl? Tell me about her. Federa smiles pensively. Do I possess the words to describe the chosen of Shellen? Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm not the only one who believes. A special role has been prepared for this girl in the ranks of the Eternal Rose's followers. I'm sure you've noticed Valerie's greatest virtue. She's impeccably loyal to whatever or whomever she serves. I think you just called me a whatever. Her father did the right thing in sending his daughter to Shellen's embrace, and Valerie's departure from the Order was just an unfortunate mistake of youth. I'm sure she regrets her desperate mistake, driven by hurt feelings and rash judgment. Only shame and pride have kept her from admitting it. Her true place is in the radiance of glorious Shellen. My departure was a mistake. It fixed someone else's mistake, which caused me to waste a few years of my life. Where are you planning to go? When Valerie joins my entourage, we will travel west to the borders of Pitax. There, a new temple to my divine patron is being built, an architectural wonder worthy of harboring the very spirit of the Eternal Rose. One of the newer orders of Shellen will occupy the temple, the Order of Prisms. Their zeal in serving the goddess will be good for Valerie. She has much to unlearn if she expects to return to Shellen's favor and the respect of her brothers in faith. You can barely hear Valerie's voice. I'm so tired of orders from those I despise. I am with you, honey. I think you should talk to Valerie alone. Don't go, Your Grace. My intentions are known to all. Valerie, I have come to return you to your faith. Our? Now you imagine that not only do I want to serve Shellen, but now I have faith in her too? Federa shakes his head. I don't recognize you, Valerie. What is this tone you address me with? I remember what politeness and respect you showed your elders. We held you up as an example for the other novices. Valerie raises her chin ever so slightly. I'm only repaying your courtesy and kind, Federa. If you so easily ascribe to me thoughts and aspirations that I do not possess, then I can be as liberal a judge of your behavior. Yeah, I'm just gonna let her talk. No need to get involved in this shit. My beautiful Valerie, as rash as ever, I was hoping these intervening years you spent away from the Order might have cooled your temper and brought you some wisdom about the mistakes you had made as a novice. As for my return to the church, which you so bluntly insist upon, Valerie pulls her chin up. Please, Federa, spare me your wordy speeches. The day I walked out the convent gates, I made a decision I'm not going to change. I'm never returning to the Eternal Rose Order. I'm never going back to serving Shellen. Whatever nonsense you started with your letter, let's put an end to it, once and for all. Federa studies Valerie's face for a long time. His eyes turn steel gray. I don't believe my ears. I expected to see repentance, Valerie. Repentance for your foolish choices. Repentance for the pain you've caused your family and all those who relied on you. But instead, I see a proud renegade who dares to resist the will of the goddess and who would defy me, the one who labored to bring you up and teach you. I have to admit, you're somewhat right. Lindsay stops under Valerie's glare and moves away apprehensive. You better watch it. She's going to foot kick your ass. Valerie says, a red spot starts to appear on Valerie's cheeks and she catches her breath with some difficulty. I am not in the least bit surprised by your words, Federa. You have always been deaf to anything that goes against your beliefs. I'm not Shellen's chosen. I'm not a god's toy created to entertain the whimsical goddess. I'm not. Quiet! Quiet before you bring her wrath upon you. How dare you, who is bestowed with celestial beauty, so insolently reject such gifts that others can only dream about? Your fate is already decided, laid out as a fine carpet before you. Enough! I didn't come here to listen to a spoiled child speaking out of turn, but only to bring you home, and I will take you by the ear and drag you all the way to the Order's convent, if that's what it takes. Okay, here we go. Now I'm pissed off. One more word, Sinet, and your head will be decorating the nearest fence. Valerie slices the air with her hand. Stay out of it, Eldritch. Well, excuse me, bitch. You can handle yourself. Fine. Yeah, I'm just going to stand over here. Fredero might be crossing the boundaries of politeness, but no more than that. Stay your hand and allow me to finish. I only meant to support you. Valerie interrupts you, she almost screaming. What you call home, Fredero, was my prison. My home is here, these lands, for which the Baroness and I have fought and shed our blood. Here, beside the one I vowed to serve, and whom I shan't leave until I die. Here in the Stonelands, where for the first time I can decide for myself where I belong and what I believe. Valerie's voice grows soft, almost like a hissing snake. Take your people, Fredero, and go back to the Eternal Rose, Abbey. And if you've the nerve to claim I'm Shellen's chosen, well, know that your precious goddess should have chosen her trinkets more carefully. Oh, bitch. Fredero grows white as a sheet. How dare you? All right. Keep quiet. I've learned my lesson. Stay the fuck out of it. Fredero looks Valerie in the eye. The paladin's hand is upon his weapon. Oh, here we go. If you insist on standing equal to Shellen's paladin, answer for your words now. If you have a drop of dignity left, you won't deny me satisfaction. Valerie looks at the enraged paladin fearlessly. Oh, so now I'm suddenly an independent person in your eyes. Finally. Well then, I shall agree to this duel with indescribable pleasure. Eldritch, you should be my second. I won't let you kill each other right in front of me. Fredero doesn't look at you so intently as he burning Valerie with his eyes. Forgive me, your grace, but I'm not leaving until I've taught this impulsive girl a lesson. I was hoping that Valerie's good sense would prevail over her insolence, but alas, the situation unfolds otherwise. Valerie allows herself a faint smile. Don't worry, Eldritch. This misunderstanding will only take a few minutes. Then Sir Sinet will pick up the shreds of his pride and spare us of his presence forever. All right, let's get this over with. What would you have me do? A little XP for that. The second's responsibilities include observing the fight, mediating in the duel, and should the circumstances require, declaring the final verdict. Valerie reaches for her weapon. I think here's good enough. Step away, Eldritch. I don't want to hit you by accident. Let's see whether you learned anything more than insolence from your mercenary friends. Come on, Belle. Kick his ass. One of my squires will be my second. Would everyone please clear the dueling around and do not interfere until a winner has been determined. Okay. What are you doing here? Oh, this is Oleg and his wife. Don't worry, good master. We'll settle our argument quickly and do no harm to your trading post. Check them right in the mint jillies. So, Valerie, are you ready? I am, Fredero. Let your second start the countdown. Let's begin. Oh, shit. Participants, please ready your weapons and assume your positions. Okay. Hoo-yah.
Let us strike as one.
There was some of that crushing despair. Oops. That didn't work. That's on display, the son of a bitch. See if you can scare him. Oh, wait, he's probably immune to fear.
Much longer.
Yeah, he's immune to fear. Shitty. Oh god, did we even hurt him? That was just brutal. I don't know how people beat that fight. Maybe haste. Haste would have been helpful. Fredero steps back and sheathes his weapon. Looks like everything's in its place, doesn't it? You could be, however insolent to whomever you wanted, as long as you were considered as a girl, Valerie. But now you'll have to answer for all the stupid things you said in pride or heated moments. I'm satisfied with the outcome of this duel. I see no reason to linger here, upsetting the owners of this trading post and the Baroness. With great sadness, I will continue my way without Valerie, who from now on has no right to return to the Order of the Eternal Rose due to her transgressions. I will bother you no longer. My regards, your grace. Valerie. Fredero stops short. Farewell. Peace out, bitch. Get the fuck out of my damn lands. Goddamn assholes. That was one-sided as all hell. Holy shit. Dear God, your face, Valerie. What? Is there something? Valerie touches the wound crossing her face. Oh, shit. And looks at the blood on her fingers more baffled than scared. Let me heal you. She touches the wound again, winces, and finally waves it off. It is nothing. I do not even feel any pain, only fatigue. Save your pity for someone who is truly wounded, and I just need to rest and wash myself clean after all these conversations about Shellen. Poor Val.
We should prepare.
All right.
Focus on the goal.
Just letting the ink dry.
Heal her too. I'm gonna tap her off a little bit.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That sucked. That was a brutal ass fight. Now I hear telltale that if you kick his ass, you get like a piece of gear off of him. I don't know what, but get something. Let's leave. Let's head over to that other area where we can get that staff, the broken staff, so that we can head back home and turn that in. I'd like to get that quest done today. Or the quest, excuse me, the story. Oh, by the way, we should follow up on that quest for Valerie. What we're going to do. We'll talk to her back to capital. Okay. So we at least met all the requirements. That was a piece of something that I could have. Loyalty. You know, let's go do that. They make you travel to it. There we go. Claim it. Definitely worth it. The more of those you can claim, the better off I think you are. And there's another piece over here I can claim. Another loyalty. Holy hell, man. Ooh. And this will give us a chance probably to fight, blow our wad, we'll rest up before going inside and kicking the ass of whoever has that stuff. Oh, here we go. Okay, Winds of Love. We need to have that.
I know what to do. Yes.
Adventures call to them.
Nope. I want that one on.
Don't hesitate.
I am
Let us
prepared.
Do that one.
Our victory is certain. Not dead yet. Part of the plan.
Get over here fast. What the hell happened? It took way too long to get this
require healing.
Yeah, you do. Get up here, kid. I want you to do fireball. Yeah, these are bandits. Screw these guys.
Serves you right.
Thank you. Alright, better get the hell back up. Dude, you let me down. He got mugged. He wasn't even remotely prepared. That wasn't his fault. What the hell was going on here, though? A random bandit fight? Oh, well, since we're already here, we might as well rest here. Like, yay. And we need to redo this now. Got a new team. Definitely want to use rations. Valerie, you're only really good for maintaining our watch order, so let's keep that on health. This, I got a 9, 7, 5. You are our hunter. Ooh, there's a 10. Ooh, there's a 12. There's a 20. Yes, you got first watch, I got second watch. Alright, and with 12, we can do things like cook some pancakes. So we can move a little faster. I'll take that. Boom.
Trolls usually treat kobolds like annoying moths. Wonder what that tattoo chief could have told them.
Maybe they just liked the color purple. Or was he able to offer them something they truly desire? Or perhaps he's the first kobold clever enough to learn the language of the giants.
She's so happy all the time. Yeah. Make them pancakes. Sweet. Alright, time to bounce. We didn't get any healing at all on that one. We really missed not having Jathal on the team. But the only thing about the subcasters that straight up sucks is we don't have healing for nothing. Oop, that's the place. We need to backpedal. And we go. Now, this fight is reasonably easy, but that doesn't mean I want to be an idiot. Do a quick save on that. It's just one Dryad? Nixie? Something like that. She's annoying, especially if you try to solo her. But if it's just a team of this size, beating hell out of her, she's going to be pretty damn good.
I didn't even break a sweat.
She tries to cast a massive entangle spell that does damage. I think it's called Spike Thorns or something. Yeah, that damn thing is a straight up annoyance.
I'll go ahead.
Okay, I haven't seen that damn thing yet. Am I in the wrong spot? I don't think so. Maybe it's over here.
Let us be careful.
Aha! Yeah, there it this. Restovic, Sorceress, Discharge, Staff. That's what we're talking about. That's all 5 pieces that I need to get a story out of that guy, and it's a hell of a story. You guys are going to want to hear this one, so stay tuned for this one today.